It's easy for Canadians to get free COVID-19 tests in the US. I did it myself 3 times. Look, Flytrippers' mission is to help you travel more for less, and this pro tip has helped many of our readers save literally hundreds of dollars. So how do these free tests work? Basically, there are 3 easy steps. You find and book an appointment online. Then you go there and do the test in 3 minutes. And then you get your results by email. It's really that simple. There are no requirements, no residency, no citizenship, no insurance. All Canadians can use this and get those tests for free, just like I did. Just to give you a concrete example, last weekend I booked an online appointment with Walgreens pharmacies, showed up at the drive-thru, in literally 3 minutes it was all done. You can see here I do this all myself, then I gave my sample to the employee, and that's it. No payment, nothing. Just got the lab report in a few hours, by email, and that's it. Now here are 6 important things to understand about these free tests. There are 2 main types of tests accepted to enter Canada, PCRs and NAATs. NAATs give results very quickly, but they are not available in every state. PCRs are free in every state, but the results take longer. In all cases, you need to book ahead and plan ahead. They might ask for address or ID, but this does not mean it's only for Americans. And finally, just like all COVID-19 rules, things can change. Even though it works now and worked all the way back in April, it can change. Now, if you want to learn more, I'll give you a little bit of additional information about all 6 of those points. So first, the 2 types of tests. A lot of people wrongly think that Canada only accepts PCRs, which is false. It's one of the many examples of people thinking they know the travel rules, but they don't really. It's very important during the pandemic to read carefully and not assume whatever you read from anything or anyone online is necessarily true. Canada does not accept antigen tests, that is true, but PCRs aren't the only type of molecular accepted tests. So NAATs are a type of test that are accepted, and these are great because you get the results very quickly. For example, Walgreens says you'll get them in 24 hours, but in practice, it's even much quicker than that. My first time I got them in 1 hour, second time I got them in 3 hours, and that seems to be the realistic time frame. So with NAATs, there's really no risk of not getting your results in time. So if those tests are available in the state you're visiting, they're by far the best option. The thing is, they're not available in every state, and even in states where they are available, doesn't mean that every pharmacy will have that type of test. That's why you have to look ahead when you're booking and see if they have the right tests. Now, PCR tests are by far the most well-known, the most used type of test all around the world, and they're free in the US as well. The thing is, results take much longer. Based on my own experience, one time I did a PCR for free in the US, I got the results in 24 hours, and almost everyone who's shared their experience in testimonials on our website have all gotten the results within that 72 hours, but there's no guarantee. That's why the NAATs are much better. But if you time it well at the beginning of your 72-hour time frame and maybe have a plan B just in case, you should be able to get those tests for free in time. Now, whether you use the PCR or NAAT, it's very important to plan ahead. Like anything in the world of travel, actually, you always should plan ahead. There are very few instances where you can actually do a walk-in appointment, so you really have to have booked that appointment in advance. In case of Walgreens and Rite Aid and CVS, you can usually only book your appointments up to a few days before that. So check for your location, make sure that you know when they open up their appointments by looking at the schedule that you can easily find on their website, and then time that for when you need your test. Go make sure that whenever those test slots will open up, that you can book them very quickly. Many of these testing locations during the online booking form will ask for a US address. It doesn't mean it's just for Americans. It just means you need to have a US address. So in all 3 cases, I used my hotel address. Everyone on our website who's used our tips have just basically entered any US address. It doesn't matter. They don't need you to have a US address. They won't even ask for it once you're there on location. It's just to fill in the online form. Same thing for state IDs. Sometimes they will ask for an ID, not Walgreens with the NAAT, but others, even for their PCR, Walgreens ask for it. Doesn't mean you need to have a state ID. You can enter your Canadian driver's license, and people have confirmed that this works. It's just to identify you, and their form just isn't built for other states or other countries, actually. So you have to enter your Canadian driver's license, and that's it. It's really that simple. So finally, the last caveat is that things can change. The tip has worked fine and it's been working for a long time. I got my free test in the US for the first time back in April, so that's over 6 months ago, and got it again now November 7th. It works fine. However, that can change at any point, and that's really the most important thing to understand about COVID-19 and travel in general, is that things can always change very, very quickly. Basically, this US program that subsidizes the cost of these tests for everyone could end at any time. We'll keep you updated. Keep this page on Flytrippers' website about the US tests in your bookmarks. We will keep this updated, and we ask you also, you already see below, there are many testimonials about Canadians who've tried this and have used the test successfully in the US. So please keep updating us whenever you try one and let us know how it went so that we can know that it's still working. And on that note, wish you very, very happy travels, and keep updated by following Flytrippers so that you can get a lot of these great tips so you can save more money.